Ice cream, Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. I'm not here, boys. I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I save him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground is Jaylen Warren. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Rudolph looking to throw. Oh, intercept! And now he loses the football. The Broncos have it. And that is pulled in by the defense in the end zone. How about that? That's as easy a pick six as you'll ever get. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one uncorked, looking for Woods. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. Now, faking the give. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. To throw is Rudolph. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Once again, it's Warren. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Back to throw is Rudolph. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And the score remains tied at 7. First and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That one caught Devon Valen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Rudolph. This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Johnson now to return. They'll go with the reverse. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 96 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Now, a second down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Chapman. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
A first down throw for Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
2nd down. Nix gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard.
Go. 19 Lions. Track at 60. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That's his first touchdown of the new year. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Nix. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Rudolph. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Lutz for the extra point. And that is no good again. It'll be his 2nd missed extra point of this afternoon. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 5. Throwing, Rudolph. He's got a receiver, that's Woods. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Rudolph. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Warren. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Play action now. It's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 27 yards. Nix now on 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Let's go now. 18, line here.
Here's Nix to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Rudolph looking to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
70 ring, come on.
Working out of the gun, it's Nick. He fumbled the football. One of the Steelers has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. That's complete. It's Metcalf. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A run now with McLaughlin. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings us second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
To throw is Rudolph. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Ravon Pele. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Now, here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Now he'll run it. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And they finally get him down, but this return all the way to the 10-yard line.
Oh, so close. I mean, those are tough. You go that far, and it doesn't result in a touchdown. But give that kicking team a little bit of credit now. They never gave up on a play, but what a return it was inside the 10-yard line. That was sensational.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Here's Rudolph. That's hauled in at the 2. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. Into the secondary. Past the 15. Look at him go! And he is gone. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Austin now to return this. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
They'll throw. It's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
Throwing, Rudolph. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Let's go. Hey, check that.
Now Rudolph. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no. It is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Brandon Jones. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one taken in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will get just a bit closer. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Get up.
Ooh. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing. Nix. The ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Go.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Lott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Let's go. Check up.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
She